Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to some Anime Eternal. They have done an update for update 9. Where is it? I feel like it should be there. Alright guys, there we go. What's new? So, they added an update 9 part 2. This might be one of my favorite updates that they've done in a long time, quality of life wise, obviously. But they added a new dungeon nightmare. I cannot do that or even begin to be close. The guys have like 800 like UVG or something like that. Crazy. They added new rose gold rings and rose gold necklaces to jewelry. They drop an insane dungeon, by the way. Added max wave button to the leaf raid and titan defense. Now this doesn't actually work. None of this actually works. It'll be implemented next update because there was like a big bug going on, so he just decided to take it out and wait till the next update. They added auto daily rewards claim setting and auto hourly rewards claim setting as well. 2 new leaf raid achievements. Jewelry coin added a new currency used in the jewelry exchanger. Potion buffs now stay visible, blah blah blah. Alright, so that was basically it. They also did a small buff to VIP Game Pass from 1.1 to 1.15. And then this is when the dungeons spawn now. It's every 10 minutes and then leaf raid at 15. Codes, blah blah. So basically what they added is if we go up here, there is an exchange jewelry, okay? So basically what this is if you have an abundance of something that you don't want, like I have a bunch of bronze rings, I can sit there and I can change them into these jewelry coins. I can do that with everything. All of these that I don't want, blah blah blah. So any of those I don't want. You can even do it with the rose gold ones. And you can also do it with the crystals that you don't want either, which is very nice. So any of these that you don't want, you can quite literally just turn into these jewelry coins. Now, you can go over here to the shop and spend your jewelry coins. So you can spend them on ring parts all the way up to rose gold. You can buy max rose gold, which is super nice. You can also buy the rose gold necklaces as well as the rings. But I think the best part is you can spend these jewelry coins on these blue crystals, or well, any crystal. But the best is blue crystal, so it's super easy for you guys. So the reason I didn't necessarily like this feature before this was added was because in every single dungeon, let's just go over here, in every single dungeon, it only dropped a set amount of stuff. So easy dungeon only dropped green crystals and only dropped bronze parts. The medium drops silver and blue, gold, and that one, and this one drops rose gold now and yellow. So that's all cool and all, but it was just very annoying because all I really care about is obviously the energy ones right now. And it was very annoying having to just wait an hour to do one of these, and you would only get like, honestly, most of the time I would get maybe 2 to 3 of these blue crystals per 50 waves in a medium dungeon. So it took absolutely forever. But now with this feature, you can just exchange all the stuff that you don't want into blue crystals. So if we look here, I have all of the rose gold, everything maxed out. So these give you 0.75 at base, by the way. They give you a 0.55x energy. So that is better than the gold one by like 5%, like, yeah, 5%. But it comes with like all this stuff. So these ones are 0.75x energy, damage, money, and 35% on the luck, which is super nice. So I honestly really like the fact that they have decided to do that. I'm also farming this right now. Wait, what? Tap to move. Get out of here. How did that change? Okay, but what I'm gonna do, that's not the right button, is I actually want to change everything to my luck. Because I want to sit here and spin and see if we can't get some phantoms, because that's kind of what I want right now. It's not necessarily the best, you know, use of my time, but it's okay. There we go. So auras. Now, powers, I don't think that there are any powers with that power for luck, so that's okay. We do have luck potions as well. We'll use a couple, even though we don't necessarily need them. Achievements, we've also got a 5% there, which is super nice. Okay, so the main thing I'm missing right here is the stats. There we go, the stats for the star luck, but I don't have two stat potions, I guess, sorry. So I don't necessarily want to, you know, spin them on to star luck and then not be able to switch back, because I don't have enough token exchanges to actually buy one of them. So if we look over here, they actually changed this to, it's like products, and then, you know, everything else that you can buy. Also, this is where you buy the key. I don't know why the key is not in products, but that's where you find that. But yeah, we don't have enough to buy this since it's 10,000, so we're just gonna go over here. If we go to our stats, star luck, we have a 16.9 star luck, so I'm gonna AFK this for about 20 to 30-ish minutes, see if we can get some phantoms. That would be super nice. And then other than that, I mean, I can't really complete this area anymore, or it'll take a long time. I did get the Phantom Cloak, which is super nice. So all I really need to do now is if we go through all these kind of gachas, I'm maxed out on this one. This one only has maybe 2 more levels or maybe 12. I'm not too sure on that one. These ones are maxed out. These ones only have 4 more levels, but that's not super important. These ones are maxed out. This one only has 11 levels left, which isn't too bad. This one has 2 levels left. And then, yeah, these ones are maxed out. This just needs to be upped, obviously. I mean, that'll be in time. And then I need to get this one maxed out as well. So I'm not really missing too much. I'm just missing better units. So I need these phantoms, of course. My energy will be up a decent bit more. I need a better kaiju power, but to get a better kaiju power, I honestly just need more power because it takes me a couple minutes per enemy defeat on the guy over there. So that's what I need to do. So I'm just gonna sit here and spin for a little bit, and I'll see you guys back in about 20 or so minutes. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been AFK for a couple of hours, maybe like an hour and a half. I've used like more potions. I've only gotten 1 phantom, and I've changed all of my stats over to luck, maxed out luck. That's the max it can go. I don't know why I cannot get any phantoms. It's really unfortunate. My star luck is literally 18.6, opening 14 at once, rolling pretty fast. I don't know what else I can do to be faster with this. I genuinely don't think I'm missing anything in the game to have more luck. So I'm really not too sure what I'm doing. I'm just going to go until this potion's out. I'm not going to be adding any more. And at the end of it, I'm just going to say whatever and maybe buy a stat change or go grind some stuff to exchange for a stat change. And then put all my stats back into energy because I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I don't think it's worth it necessarily to sit here and spend time opening a whole bunch of phantoms when I could be doing other stuff. Because whenever the new world comes out, the mythics are going to be the same as these phantoms. So I don't think it's necessarily worth it to spend too much time since I'm not maxed out in the other aspects of the game. So I think I'm going to try and go get other aspects done rather than spend all my time here when I'm just going to have to upgrade this next update anyway, if that makes sense. So I'm going to sit here for the remaining 47 minutes now. Hopefully we can get maybe 1 to 2 more phantoms if we're lucky, and then move on and grind something else. Okay, guys, so we have been AFKing a long time. No freaking thing. We didn't get a single kaiju number 8. Feels bad. But we did sit over here. We came back over here and grinded. And now we should have a stat reset. There we go. Boom. So 164. There we go. So I'm getting 5 Q and D. Just like that. Not too bad. Put our jewelry on. Oh, we did have our jewelry on. Okay, so what the freak am I missing? That's what we're missing. There we go. So I'm getting 13. So now I'm getting 26 total. Not too bad. Hold on. So 13.4 to 12.6. Okay, so it goes up about 800. It's not terrible. Yeah, so I mean, I would go up like, let's see, like, I go up about 6,000, so about 6 QND if I got a full team of the Phantoms, which is obviously super nice. But like I said earlier, I don't think it's necessarily worth it. I think I'm going to go back through all of this and start working on stuff that I actually need to max out like this stuff. So let's put this back down to that. I don't have too many more luck pots. But we're going to try and get this to 410. I don't know if 410 is the max. I think probably not. I think 420 is probably the max. Just because it still has a 9% chance. And then after that, we can go and I'll do this off camera. Probably tomorrow or something like that. But see if we can't get this maxed out. We are 2 levels away, which is not too bad. And then we can honestly just AFK for a couple of hours. See if we can't get up to like 5 to 10 SPD. And if we do that, we can go over here and grind up a better kaiju, because that'll be very nice, because this one's only giving us 5. If we get this one, we literally go up to a lot more power a second, and if we get lucky and get that one, that'd be crazy. But yeah, we're missing a bunch there, so that's kind of what we need to do. Other than that, I don't necessarily know what else we're missing for power, because I have the best jewelry now, I have the best aura for power, I have, if I get the Supreme, obviously, I have the best powers in the game, I have the best accessory, I have... that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. My pets are pretty bad, which is the last thing. But if I can max out all this other stuff, I guess it's worth it for me to get the pets. Or maybe I'll just skip this time and wait till the next update to get all the pets there. I'm also missing this, actually, dungeon upgrades, but it kind of takes absolutely ages to get 250 Q in. So I guess we can save that for some other time. I just want to do that right now. So that's my plan. I'm just going to AFK this, see if we can't get this maxed out, and then go over to area 10, get that maxed out, and then I guess just AFK for a couple hours, and then we can call it a video once we see if we can't get, hopefully, if we get the legendary here, I think we'll call it a video there. But overall, right now, as of playing, I think update 9 part 2 is really, really nice. People are saying weird update. A lot of times they do part 2s, and they're normally quality of life. They've done a couple that were no, actually, they haven't. I think most of the times they update, it's a quality of life update after the main update. So next update will be update 10, and then update 10 part 2, or update 10 quality of life, or however they decide to name it. And it just adds a bunch of quality of life stuff. So for this one, as it being a quality of life, I think it's a huge, huge W. I think it'll be even better whenever they fix this next update. So update 10, Joseph said that this will be fixed. So max wave, button to leaf raid, and titan. Apparently how this works, I'm not too sure yet, but how this is going to work is, let's say you go to leaf raid, you can hit max wave or on titan defense, but let's say your max leaf raid is 500. If you hit max wave, it either carries you to 500 or it teleports you exactly to 500. Now, the question I have with that is if it just teleports me to 500, which I imagine is what they're going for, will I be getting all of the material in return, or am I just skipping to get other people the achievement? I really don't know on that part. Hopefully it does give you all of the materials. I don't necessarily know how that would work, but that would be really, really nice. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is getting kind of ridiculous. I have spent 245 of these. Alright, let's go to our powers. I've not even gotten a legendary yet, alright? It takes me, like, not too long to defeat these guys, right? Like, if we just sit here, defeat these guys, it obviously doesn't take us too long. But it's taken a decent bit because it's only a 10% chance to get them, and a lot of times I actually don't get them. I sat here for like 15 minutes and didn't even get one earlier, so I don't understand why the game just won't give me a legendary. At least I feel like all my bad luck's caught up because it's a 1% chance, so I basically should have gotten it 2 to 3 times already by now, and I don't have one, so that's pretty unfortunate. We are working our way to the mythic pity at least, but the reason I want this is because it'll give me a pretty big boost to my energy if I get the legendary from 5 to 7. So once we get that, I mean, we can just, you know, start AFKing energy more. But I did do some other stuff. I have this maxed out at 410 right there, curse progression. We have that maxed out. We have, there's nothing there. We have that one maxed out. This one's 6. There's 10 levels. I don't really care about it right now. I'll probably max out sometime. That's maxed out. This is still 11 levels away, and then this is maxed out. So I'm basically maxed on most things now. Obviously, besides the energy progression, very far behind on that. But we can do that. Honestly, once I get a legendary, a kaiju power, I will probably just spam that, see what we can get there, because that'll be pretty nice. But I've maxed out most things. All I really have to do is just max this out. Go back, get one more mythic titan. I think once I get 2 mythic titan, like 3 stars, I think I'm just going to call it there. I probably won't work towards a phantom for a long time. A phantom 3-star, that is. But we'll get the mythic titan 3-star, and then we'll have that one because it's a decent bit better. And then we're going to go get 1 3-star phantom sword, and then, I mean, we'll basically be completely caught up. All we really have to do is do the 12 and 13 SS bosses, I guess, and do the quest for as well. But I'm just gonna sit here until we get a legendary. Like I said, I'm at 250 right now, or 247, 248 now. Haven't gotten it, so we'll see how long this takes. I even used most of my tickets. I guess we can just use the other 200. I don't care anymore. On the drops potions, I've claimed the drop potions from the chest to area 1. I mean, I've done it all. I have a drops aura on right now. Everything else is damage. I don't know what more I could do. I did AFK overnight for about like 5-ish hours. I get about an SPD an hour, or around that or something like that. So it's not too bad. We do have 5 SPD, so they're not, you know, too slow to kill, but could be faster, of course. So I'm gonna sit here and grind. I'll see you guys back hopefully once we do get a legendary at least of the kaiju powers. Alright guys, we finally got it. 289 through, so that is very nice. Equip best. Nice, we're getting 13.7 if we equip this. So going from 13.7 to 18, so not too bad at all. Let's also update that. So we're getting about 20 QND a click, which is pretty nice. If we get the mythic, we'll probably go up to, I don't know, 25-ish, which would be very nice. But I think I'm gonna AFK for a bit more energy first. That way, obviously, it's just a lot easier, I think. So I can come back here. But let's just see. Now I don't know what I should do because I could rank up first. Because we only need a couple more SPD. I could rank up first, then I'd be getting double, and then I could spend all my stuff with this after I AFK for a little bit, or I could do it all now. I think I should probably just wait. I think that's honestly just the better play. So what I'm going to do is use a couple of potions. I guess I'll use a couple of these, not too many. Hopefully I can get SPD pretty fast. But I think right now what I'm going to do is also make sure I have that equipped. Yeah. I have all that stuff equipped. What I think I'm going to do is just AFK here. I can get this a little bit higher level. And I think I'll also, I guess, just open up some guys so I can maybe get some phantoms. I doubt it because the luck is pretty bad, but we're getting 36.6 QND a click, which isn't too bad. I'll probably be up to like 60 to 70 maybe. Maybe not that high, but we got about 1 QND every single guy. We need 8 more guys, and then with that power potion, that's 2 QND, so what, 16 more QND, so about 60-ish QND we'd be getting. So I mean, we'd basically double our energy gain, which is pretty big. So I guess what I'm going to do is just AFK that, but I doubt we're going to get anything, but just in case, we're going to sit here with some luck potions on. And then once we're done with that, once we have 8 SPD, I will probably rank up and then have a decent amount of energy and then put it all into energy progression, and then we can end the video off there. Alright guys, well, we've been AFKing a lot as well once again, and we should be able to go over here to the Titans. Not right there, but the Titan Evolve. We should be able to do these two. We should have 5k for these two as well. Nice. So now we have that. We can now put our aura back on because we're close to being able to get that as well. We need 8.32. So decently close. It's been 7 hours or so. It's been a long time. But we can go over here to Titan Injection. We did have something on this guy, but it obviously got lost. So I think once I starred him or fused him, I guess it lost his thing. I think he only had an epic or something like that. It really didn't matter too much, but kind of RIP that he lost that. If we don't get a mythic one here, we might have to AFK this. Oh, we just got a mythic one, never mind. We probably won't AFK for a phantom or a supreme on this guy. I don't think it matters too much. There's not a huge difference. We got supreme either way. All right, that's pretty nice. So 121 to 130. Yeah, it's genuinely not that big of a difference between phantom and that, but I mean, we will we'll have them. Hopefully we can equip these. Yeah, we can equip those, but at the same time, sorry. I mean, we'll just work on those guys now, of course, but let's see here. Delete, select all, boom. Yeah, we don't care about any of those. And now we can we do have our energy one on. Yeah, we can update our energy one. We'll have to equip F, and then we do have our damage one on, I think. There we go. Hopefully we didn't mess up anything there, or that would be pretty RIP. Alright, there we go. So we're getting 26.7 QND a click. Not too bad. We did some other stuff. We did max this out because it was only taking like QND, and I was like, well, we have SPD. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I got about a 10 QND increase, maybe, something like that. I also did get a couple more of these guys. I just AFK'd these with my power team on. I got like 2. So not too bad. I'm missing still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I have 5 phantoms. So I'm still missing 5. I might AFK those sometime. But we've made it up to 189 on the fortitude level, which isn't too bad. We'll obviously have to get that maxed out soon. So starting over here, we have the hockey maxed out, which is nice. We have the spiritual maxed out, which is nice. The curse is maxed out. We are working on swords still. So I mean, we'll hopefully get a phantom soon. Nothing there. That's already maxed out right there. This is level 8 now, so we went up 2 levels. We just need the other 2 levels, which I'll grind that as well. We're maxed out there. We just need 11 levels on that, which that will probably take overnight. That'll probably take a bit. This is maxed out as well. Our Titan is as maxed out as I'm gonna get it for a long time. The energy progression is maxed out. The commandment sin's maxed out. The only thing I need for powers is this to be a supreme, or at least a mythic right now would be very, very nice. But we'll have to get that once we have about like 10 to 15 SPD. I think that'll be better. I'm not gonna AFK it. We do have 8.29 SPD. Let's see how much faster we take these guys on now. Yeah, that guy just had low HP. Yeah, it's really not that much faster. I mean, like, it's not bad, but I couldn't AFK it with, like, my drops were. So we're going to have to get to, like, 20 or so. Yeah, see, my drops team isn't, like, that much better. Like, or my damage team, sorry. It is a decent bit better, but I feel like it should be even better. But whatever. I guess we do have a bunch of Supremes instead of our damage things. But we will obviously have to come back here maybe with, like, 20 SPD or something like that. I'll do that off camera before the next update, hopefully, to try and get this to a Supreme. I think that'll be nice. I'll also try and max out all these other things. But other than the gotchas and everything, all I'm missing is the Area 12 and 13 SS quest and the boss dead. For the index, I've done my index. I need one more guy. Honestly, I can go over here and like AFK at like Clover Village while I'm just farming up power. Champions, we are maxed out on as well. So we're maxed out on all that. So I guess for right now, I'm going to try and AFK this guy. Like I said earlier in another video, it did take me genuinely... I sat on this guy for 2-3 hours at least and did not get him. So, you know, kind of just a luck of the dice. It was kind of annoying. We can also use a drops or an energy potion, I guess. That's not too bad. Let's just use an energy potion. So we're getting... we turned it fast. Click off. We're getting 53 QND a click, which isn't too bad. Let's wait until we get to 8.32, which would be just a second. Alright, guys, there we go. So we should be able to rank up now. Nice. So we're getting 106 QND with a 2x pot on. So we're going to be getting like 56 without a 2x pot. The next one is 91 SPD, which honestly isn't too bad. You can probably get there soon. But I think that'll do for the video. Like I said, what I'm going to be doing... we have maybe, one day after this video is posted in order to wait for the next update. So I'm probably not going to farm swords. Probably no really dungeons or anything like that either. What I'm going to hopefully try and do is get a couple more of the avatars. Maybe I'll just try and get one more avatar for the index. Maybe I can get more. But I'm going to go through. I'm going to see if I can't max out all of this other stuff as well. And then I'm going to AFK overnight tonight. We probably won't get everything maxed out, but hopefully we can at least get like that maxed out. I'll probably come back to like the Wind Spirit later. Hopefully we can get this maxed out as well. And then I'm going to hopefully get like maybe 20-ish SPD. AFK this, see if I can't get at least a Mythic, maybe even a Phantom before next update. I think that would help us out a bunch. And then all we really need to do is get, you know, a little bit more. We'll be definitely a lot stronger. Maybe we can even turn in some exchange tokens if we have enough to try and get the Supreme. But if you guys did enjoy this video, like I said at the start, I do think this update, part 2 quality of life update, is very, very nice. The max wave, like I said, will be coming in update 10. Other than that, I think the jewelry exchanges and the jewelry changes are very, very good for the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!